Good morning, children. Let's continue the lesson. Elements, compounds, and mixtures. Now, page number 43. Need of separation of components of a mixture. Why do we need to separate components of mixture? There are so many purposes. So, let's learn what are the purposes they to separate the components in the mixtures. The first one is to remove unwanted components. When we before we cook rice or dal, we like to pick up all the unwanted particles. So to remove the unwanted particles, we need to separate the components, the mixtures of the components of the mixtures. So picking up the stones and unwanted particles from the rice or dal is a kind of separation only. Second, to remove harmful components. Sometimes we apply this or we use or we need this separation to remove the harmful components, especially when they supply the drinking water or the potable water. Before they supply it to the common purpose, the water department do the separation from river or lake water. They apply the process of separation. So there, to remove the unwanted particles and also the harmful substances from the water, river water, they do this separation. Third one is to get a useful components like crude oil, that is petroleum, crude oil they call it. So crude oil contains lot of different substances in it like kerosene, diesel, petrol, and so many other substances you can separate from the crude petroleum. So many useful substances are contained in that crude petroleum. So they separate all the useful substances by fractional distillation. So it's a liquid. In the liquid there are many other liquids are there. Kerosene is a kind of, kerosene is a liquid, petrol is a liquid, but kerosene is also separated from the crude oil, petrol is also separated from the crude oil, diesel is also separated from the crude oil, and like grease, that also separated from the crude oil only. So they apply the method to separate all these things from the petrol, crude oil, petroleum, that is called crude oil. The filtration, that filtration is called fractional filtration. And the fourth is to get pure and sample of the substance. If they want to have any of the research, they want the purest substance of something, so there also they do the separation. So let's go to the next part of the lesson. Separation techniques for components of mixtures. Most of the substances which are found in nature are not chemically pure. In order to obtain pure substance from a mixture, various physical and chemical methods are used. Some of the methods are to separate. They have given what are the methods can be applied in which of the mixtures. Like some methods used to separate components of mixtures are given here. Separation of solid from solid mixtures, like hand picking. As I have said that, to pick up the stones and unwanted particles from rice and dal before we cooking. Sieving means from atta, before we make chapati and all, we sieve the flour. That winnowing is from the grains, they remove all the particles. Sublimation is another method to remove solid from solid. So two solid particles are mixed in the mixture means these are the methods are applicable. And magnetic separation. The same manner, if there is a solid and liquids or many solids and liquids, There you can use sedimentation and decondenation, evaporation, crystallization, filtration, centrifugation. And by using, if you want to separate the immiscible liquids means which cannot be, like water and oil means that is that can be separated by using separating funnel. If a liquid contains water and oil, there you can separate it by using separating funnel. Oil can be separated and water also be separated from that. Separation of miscible liquids, immiscible and miscible. Immiscible means not heterogeneous, not mixed uniform with the liquid. But if it is mixed completely, like alcohol and water, so there you cannot use the separating funnel. There you have to use distillation or fractional distillation. Just I have said that petroleum, crude oils. From crude oil we can separate diesel, petroleum, kerosene, all are miscible. So in one crude oil you can separate all these liquid. There you use fractional distillation. So let's see the first three which is given in this page today. Separation of solid from solid mixtures. Hand picking. The picture is given there. The simple mother is picking up the stones or unwanted particle from the rice. The process of separating solid components of a mixture manually hand, by using the hand, which differ in their size, color or shape, is called hand picking. The main principle, what is the principle behind it? This method of separation is based on the difference in color, size or shape of the components of the mixtures. The color, size and that you can separate. This method is used only when one of the components of the mixture is a small quantity. If you are cooking, before you cook you can, but it is in sacks and sacks of things means you cannot use hand picking. You cannot sit and do that. So the hand picking is applied only for a small quantity. Housewives use this method to homes to remove impurities from food grains, food items such as wheat, rice and pulses. This is very common use. And winnowing means by using the wind. So separating the lighter components of mixture by blowing wind is called winnowing. So principle is to separate based on the difference in the densities. So when you are using wind, the blowing air, to remove the unwanted particles. So what can remove? One lighter particle and one heavier particle. Where there are two different particles, out of two or more different particles, out of those some are lighter, some are heavier, then only you can use this method. So mainly the farmers use this to separate the grains from the husk, and they allow the mixture of grains and husk to fall from like height, to they remove to raise their hands and allow the things to fall, like the picture is given. You can see that clearly. And this method is to remove the heavier and lighter particles. So heavier particles separate when you are allowing that to blow the wind, that will separate. The husk gets collected at a short distance because the wind will not carry it far, but the distance away from the heap of grains, so little in a separate place, because of the density, difference in density, the wind will bring the lighter particles little far away from the heavier particles, so that way they can separate it. So to get the grains from the husk, they will use it. Now sieving is a sieve. By using the sieve, they separate the particles. Bigger particles, there should be different size particles. Then they can use it with a small holes. So the bigger particle will be separated. In the small holes, the smaller particle will come. So passing through the mixture through an apparatus having holes in it, that is called sieve. And the apparatus used for sieving is called a sieve. So principle is, this method of separation is based on the difference in the particle size. Already I said, where there is different size in the particles, there you use the sieve method. Sieving is used for the particles which are in different sizes, and winnowing is used for the particles which are, the densities are different, lighter and heavier, and hand picking is used for the small quantity, for the different color, size and shape you can see easily and pick it up. Like those particles you can separate it. So the separation of solid from solid pictures, they have given few methods. Sieving, now we have five methods, three methods we have seen. So the sieving you can see that, and winnowing picture is given, hand picking picture is given, and sublimation, the magnetic separation, we'll see in the next class.